Yeah, I tell you, I think back March the 13th, a year ago, gym was kind of like this, nobody there hardly, probably about 20 administrators. And going through my mind was, man, here we are expecting 1,400, slam packed, going to be a great atmosphere for high school basketball. As the day progressed, the first thing I got a phone call was, hey, coach, sorry, but you're going to be limited to about 250 people. And so I'm thinking to myself, wow, man, how are we going to do that? We can't have anybody in the gym. So that was a tough thing for us, you know, to have a state championship game. All of that at the last minute got canceled. So we went from being on a high, hosting a great event, to saying, hey, nobody going to be there. And it was just a crazy, crazy day from 9 o'clock in the morning until game time at 7 o'clock. It was just a really crazy day. I kind of broke down in tears when they told me that not even our parents of our players could get there. You know, I even asked, what about the seniors? It's their last game ever, and they said, no, we're sorry, but there can be no one. So it broke my heart for those senior, especially the senior players, because it wasn't going to be their last game. But, you know, for all of our team, I felt for their parents as well. They drove all the way from Baton Rouge. They were sitting in the parking lot waiting on that game. That was kind of a neat story, too, that their parents, even though they knew they couldn't get in, drove all the way down and were waiting to celebrate in the parking lot with their sons after the game. So I thought that was kind of a neat thing, too. But, yeah, I certainly took that tough as a coach that you couldn't have your parents and your fans and your support people there to cheer them on and to celebrate with them. As I was going through my pregame speech in the locker room, I really, you know, it just kind of really took me a little while to figure out what was I going to say to our guys. And I basically told them that because this event was going to be on the National Federation broadcast, I said, guys, you know what? The NBA just shut down. They just shut down the SEC tournament. We are one of the few games that have been played anywhere in the United States of America. So I said, who knows what our audience is going to be like, you know? So I just try to put my up saying, hey, look, man, you know, you might be playing in front of 500,000 people tonight, so let's show them what St. Thomas More basketball is all about. It just didn't quite work out that way when we came through the hallway like we normally do for our pregame with nobody there. It just kind of sucked all the wind out of us. And to be honest with you, I really felt like had that game been from the beginning with all of our fans, I don't think we'd have won by just 1 point. I think the energy in this gym, we probably would have won by double digits, in my opinion. Certainly, we was playing a state championship game. That was the forefront of my mind. But, you know, after the game, you know, we went celebrate, went to Pete's and had a nice little celebration with our parents. And, you know, I'm thinking, hey, another 2 weeks, we'll be back at school, going back through our normal procedures, just kind of like a little thing that, you know, a couple of weeks. And little did I know, a whole year later, and we're still not back to normality.
Man, so this season was kind of different. This year's preparation, we weren't allowed to spend as much time with the team as normal. So it was a lot of like by yourself work, doing a lot of drill work. And of course, for a while, we weren't even able to get in gym. So it was a lot of just being mentally tough and being able to kind of get your work done without having anyone to tell you to do it. So this year, I think, taught me a lot about just having self-discipline and just knowing myself and knowing my limits and how far I can push myself.
Man, I had the birth of my second grandson, but under the circumstances, only my wife could go. So I'm at home, I'm by my phone, and you know, she's texting me and she took a picture. So I kind of got to experience that, but it wasn't the same as being there, you know. So, but again, thank God, this was kind of interesting too. Not only were we in COVID protocol, but my daughter's delivering during the hurricane. So she was there, which was a great place to be in a hurricane. You want to be at the hospital. So she delivered old Henry right there in the middle of a hurricane. They didn't have any electricity missing, so they were luckily here, not a ton of damage. So I went through both COVID and a hurricane for my second one. So he's gonna be a handful if he went through those two things, I can promise you.